Are you starting to feel stuck, trapped, unsure how to move forward? This is a scary place to be. It's a deeper and deeper hole that we dig for ourselves. But the problem might be where you're looking. Hello and welcome. This is Self-Control. This is the podcast and YouTube channel that seeks to inspire you to take control of your mind, take control of your mindset. Get your hands on some things that you can get your hands on today and take ownership and begin to improve your mental health right now. So this issue of feeling stuck, of feeling trapped, of feeling like we're not getting anywhere. It feels like the life you're living, the life you see around you, this can't be all there is. I'm capable of more, or maybe you've even worse, resigned yourself to believing that you'll never get out of it, that this is all life has to offer, and whatever other people seem to have somehow found, it's just not made for me. You've let yourself down, you've let others down, you're wasting time. You're never going to get anywhere. And look, I have felt this way certainly about certain areas of my life, but I want to tell you that you don't have to feel this way. In fact, I believe there is a solution that you can start today. And when it comes to all these issues of mental health, all these things that have to do with us and ourself, choosing to start and becoming aware of the problem is a huge amount of work already done. If this is resonating for you, let me know. Leave a comment, get in touch on Facebook. Share these episodes with people in your life who you think maybe could use them. If it's not working, if it's not making sense, I'd also like to hear about that as well. In this moment where you have chosen to do something about an issue in your life, you are great in this moment. This idea of feeling stuck, feeling trapped, where is it that you feel trapped? Is it you're lonely? You can't build social relationships. You're not going upward in your job and your career. Relationships are tanking. Maybe it's your health, your eating, some sort of bad habit. Whatever that may be, think of it here. There's your issue. Now for me, it's this issue of not having enough income to live the life I want to live, and the fact that I still have to do work that I don't particularly enjoy just to make ends meet. What I began to notice was that very stress, that very negativity, that problem began to actually distract me from doing the work that would get me where I wanted to go. It's a circle. We want things to be a certain way. We believe they could be a certain way, and yet the fact that they are not distracts us from doing the action, taking the action to begin to get ourselves there. So you may be wondering, well, does this apply to me? And I'll tell you if it does. Are there in your life vices or bad habits? Do you numb and distract yourself with any amount of what is available to us in this society? Pornography, marijuana, junk food, video games, Netflix. I'm not saying this is all bad all the time, but are you numbing and distracting and taking away from your pain with something that is hard on your health and doesn't serve you? Do you procrastinate? Do you find yourself doing, busy, low-level work all the time? Like for me, it's like, I feel like if I'm, scrolling social media and learning about other podcasts, maybe I'm building No, that is distraction. So think about it for yourself now. This pain that you have, you can't move forward. Are you distracting and numbing yourself in any amount of ways? And be honest, are you distracting yourself from this pain rather than actively looking at solving the problem? That's how I was, but I didn't realize it all the time right away. It takes time for these things to land spiritually. It may not be that you're stuck at all. It may be that you've just distracted yourself. You're off the track. You've gone off the road. And so often we run off the road because we've looked away from the road. I've started looking up at the stars and hoping and wishing someday maybe. Let's get back on track. That's what I'm offering to you today. Here's the shift I believe we can now make immediately. We can start to look at the problem. And I know that's simple. I know that's basic, but I'm here to ask you to do it. Look at the problem. Somewhere in your life, you are building a nice big garden, a nice big 3D picture of yourself. And I can bet you that in that area, there is passion. There is repetition. You are going to this place and you are actively controlling it. And that's how it was for me. I have found success in certain areas of my life, namely my relationship with food and exercising. So I began to say, Succeeding in some areas, failing in other areas. What was it about those places where I succeeded that I can learn and apply to the areas where I want to improve? I lost 30 pounds. I'm as ripped and as strong as I've ever been because I tracked what I ate. I tracked my workouts. I thought about it. When things weren't working, I changed them. Kept a record, spreadsheets, loose leaf paper everywhere. My house, it's crazy. It's crazy to see all the records I have of myself. This is what I want for you now. Don't wish and hope that the problem will get better. Start keeping a record. Start expressing what you see. Start planning. Follow through on those plans. And then reflect whether it's working or not. And you may well be saying, well, no, Patrick, I don't have an area of my life where I can draw on, where I am succeeding. I told you I'm trapped, I'm stuck. There's your project right there. If you are feeling this pain and you know that you are self-medicating or you're distracting, procrastinating, not actively working on it, could it be said then, as it was the case for me, that you are sort of relying on desire? Well, I hope maybe my podcast will start making money one day. I hope maybe some great client will come along and pay me lots of money to make videos for them. I hope that I'll just increase my income and one day I'll own a house. I'll have the safety and security that I desire. I'll provide for a family. The word desire is from the Latin desidere, upon the stars. To desire is to wish upon the stars, to look up, to look away from our life and look up at the stars and go, boy, maybe someday, huh? Maybe someday. This was my problem. I was ruled by desire. I was not looking at my life. I was not looking at my problems. I was looking up at the stars like Pinocchio or Jiminy Cricket and wishing. This thing that you're doing now, watching a podcast of somebody telling you how to live, you're halfway there. You're still desiring. You're still looking upon the stars, hoping that the great Patrick might come down and help you. And I'm trying. But here's what I'm telling you now. Look at that problem. See it for what it is. See it for what it is. Don't see it for what it's not. Are you truly looking at the problem, or are you looking away? Are you hoping and wishing upon the stars that things may someday change? When we shift our gaze from the stars to ourself, from hope to reality, we have now taken active control of our life. Remember, why did I succeed in my nutrition and my exercise? Because I took active control, building a plan and following through on that plan. I looked at the problem. I gotta lose weight. I want to look better, feel better, more energy. What can I do? When we shift our gaze from the stars to the self, we can now begin to visualize the steps it would take. Visualize what it might look like, feel like. You know, I always suggest these things. Write down your thoughts and read them back. Speak out your thoughts and record them and listen back. Talk to other people. Express, express, express. Take active control of your life. Look at the issue and speak about, express what you think and feel. So often these problems happen upon us because we are passive. We are focused on the negative. You say, well, I'm stuck, I'm not moving. All right, that's a negative phrase. How about looking at yourself and seeing one step you could take, visualizing the steps? But let's shift our gaze this week, huh? Let's shift our gaze off the stars, away from hope and passivity, to actively looking at our life and thinking about what it could be. I'll leave it there for now. Thank you so much for listening, so much for watching. Again, if this is resonating, let me know. Subscribe for more. Move these episodes along for me, would you? Somebody in your life maybe stuck and trapped. Shoot this over to them. Let them see what they think. That would mean a lot to me. And until we speak again, I'll wish you the best going forward.